Our next guest is an Academy Award-winning actor you know from Gladiator, LA Confidential, A Beautiful Mind, and so many more incredible films. What a thrill to have the legendary Russell Crowe join us tonight. How are you, Russell? Are you well?
I'm pretty good, man. How you doing yourself?
I'm good. I like this. What is this? Have you built this for us? This little disco ball?
The mirror ball. Where is it? Is it
Other shoulder. There.
The mirror ball. I always just, wherever I go, there's just, mirror
always
balls.
have a mirror ball. Yeah, I've heard that about you. You're a big mirror ball guy. Am I right in thinking it's first thing in the morning for you? Because you're in Australia, right?
That's right. I'm in Australia. I'm in the bush, actually. I'm inland from a town called Coffs Harbour in the Orara Valley. So just outside the door there is gigantic big trees and what have you.
And how are you someone that's coped during this pandemic? I don't know why, but I feel like you would be pretty good during this time of lockdown. Would that be right?
Well, man, I think the reality is I've been practicing self-isolation on and off for the past 30 years.
Right.
Turns out rather good at it, So this period where I'm in the same place for a long, unexpected time has been very positive for me. I've been very proactive and very creative, but I've also been getting my farmer on.
Go on. So tell
James,
me
I've
about
been getting back into the fields.
Farming. What have you been doing?
Well, it just, with the period of time, you start to look around and see the things that need a little bit of help. And obviously there's people that work on the farm and stuff, but being able to sort of identify areas that have been like overgrazed and then getting into them and ripping them up and then fertilizing them and then seeding them. And then with a cycle of time, watching that grass, the new grass come up. It's just been, it's been very satisfying, actually, very zen. But, I'm just as busy as I would normally be. People still have access to me on the phone and via computer and stuff. Just so happens I get to do it at home. And I haven't been at home for this long since I got married and had kids, and I got a 16-year-old son.
And how are they coping during this?
They're good. They, right at the beginning of this, we had, big serious conversations about isolation and everything. And I explained to them that, I really should be in the bush because my parents are here.
Yeah.
And they're older now. My dad's 84 and mum was 79, and they, suffering from the same sort of things that people of their age suffer from, little early onset, this and that, So I needed to be where they were because it was panicking them a little bit. One of the things that they rely on is their weekly schedule. They're going to see such and such on a Wednesday. And then that all had to change because of the lockdown, And so, obviously this is the perfect sort of place. You're in the bush. It's already isolated. It's set up for a lot of people. There's lots of cool things here. I just assumed that my kids would be like, right, Dad, we're there with you. We're going to go bush because, that's the place to be.
Yeah.
And they actually chose to stay in the city, in the densest population, in an area surrounded by the areas that were having the most infections. And I'm like, boys, I don't get it. I don't understand why you're choosing to stay in the city. And their answer was Uber Eats.
No.
You can't get Uber Eats in the bush.
Wow.
So my entire responsibility as their patriarch and father was given up in favor of Uber Eats.
Gone. Now, I want to talk to you about Gladiator. It's 20 years. 20 years since Gladiator was released. And I don't know when the last time you watched that movie was, but I watched it fairly recently, and that film holds up as well as any film on a 20-year, watching it 20 years after it came out. And I think it will continue to hold up forever. I want to know, did you know when you were making it that it would be so iconic?
Well, listen, man, we made that movie and we were under an extraordinary amount of pressure, particularly Ridley Scott,
Yeah.
It was a big budget for the time. I believe it was like $103 million. And, it was kind of ridiculed as an idea because it was a sword and sandal pick and they were, they'd gone like way out of favor or whatever, And quite frankly, at the beginning of the piece, we didn't know what we were going to do, We were missing one really, really important part of the filmmaking process, and that's a completed script.
Wow.
But everybody in that cast bought into it, and that had to happen. Richard Harris took it seriously. Oliver Reed took it seriously. You know, you've got David Hemmings in there and Derek Jacobi, and then Asa Rana and Tommy Flanagan and Jaimin Honsu all just buying into this thing. And then you've got Connie Nielsen with a career best performance. You've got Joaquin Phoenix being the best bad guy in the history of cinema. You know what I mean? So, and the thing is, we were all the same way. We would kind of come to it and go, really, am I going to do this? You know, I think Joaquin's line that made me really laugh was like, he was dressed as the emperor, you know, and he said to Ridley, he goes, Ridley, I'm a kid from Florida. What do you expect me to do? Go out there and wave? It was like, I don't know why, but that just made me really laugh. You know, we were all in that boat, and we all kind of just made, you know, agreement together. It's like, we're going to buy into this 100%. Nobody's going to be winking at the camera saying, oh, look at my silly costume. And funnily enough, because of that sincerity, and there's almost like a, you know, if for want of a better expression, there's a spiritual aspect to that film.
Totally.
That is really uplifting, even though it ends in a death. And, you know, sorry for those out there who've never seen it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Yeah, you know, and it's funny because, you know, you work on a lot of films and films can be hard and difficult or whatever, but there was definitely something about that film by the end of it. Would I have ever predicted that it would make that much money, that it would be the best film of the year that year and get the Oscar? Would 20 years later we'd be still discussing it and they're having anniversary celebrations for it and stuff? No, there's no way that I would have known that. But, you know, when I got home from doing that film, my mum just asked me how I felt, you know, and I actually said, because, you know, I was 35 at the time, I said, I feel like a football player who's played one season too many.
Right.
You know, that film just took it out of me, man. You know,
see, I feel like that, but I've never shot Gladiator, so I don't know where I'm going wrong here. Now let's talk about Unhinged. This is your new movie, and you have really, what I love about your career is you're never ever afraid to sort of lift up a rock and go to the darker places in characters, and this is really amongst the kind of, probably, and that's the title of the film, the most unhinged characters you've played. For anyone who doesn't know, what's the film about? And did you ever hesitate when you thought about taking this role?
Well, the film really examines just a very sort of commonplace moment that happens, you know, in most places in most days, you know, where there's a little confrontation between drivers, you know, and this particular one is just a man who is spending a little too long at a stoplight, and a young woman who's having sort of an irritating and challenging day herself exchanges words with him, but those words just set that man off into a path of destruction. It's a very confronting movie, and you know, you talked about the character, and confronting for me as an actor because there is no way to inject humanity into this person. Yes. So it's like, a lot of times you're playing a bad guy and you can, you know, use the moment, you know, for a little bit of humor and give the audience a little bit of relief. You know, there is no doing that with this guy because there is no justifying anything that he does, you know, but we're seeing that type of outpouring over and over again, you know, with these mass shootings or whatever. People reach a point in their lives where they've become completely devoid of humanity and they act that out, you know. So I, you know, funnily enough, the energy on that set, even though we were dealing with destruction and mayhem on a daily basis, and we crashed so many cars and whatever, we had an incredibly cool stunt crew and makeup people with us and everything. It was like one of the most relaxed vibes ever I've ever experienced, you know. And everybody, you know, that funny thing, you get into the professional speak, you know. So, you know, what are we doing today? Oh, today's the day we crushed the car with the truck. Oh, right, that's right. Of course, you know, of course we do.
Great. Now, Russell, we've been doing this. Oh, I love that the mirror ball's spinning now. I love it. Now, we've been doing this thing in the show called a Late Late Show and Tell, where we ask our guests to share something from their home that we may otherwise never get to see. Do you have something you'd like to share with us tonight?
James, I have prepared something for you. I'm just going to lean forward. Now, this item, I actually purchased it at a public auction, I think at Christie's. The late, great Johnny Cash had passed on. and his family put together a list of items that they would auction off. And amongst them was this particular artifact. And on the engraving, this was actually awarded to Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, Sam Phillips, Rick Nelson, and Chips Moman for a spoken word record called The Class of 55. So it was all guys talking about their early days of Sun Records and recording and everything, and won the Grammy.
Wow.
See, I bought this, and I'm a mate of Ed Sheeran's, right? And Ed has been here on the farm a couple of times, you know. And one night we were in the bar, and I'll set the scene for you shortly. But one night we were in the bar, and he asked me, "Where's that Grammy of Johnny Cash's you've got?" So I went and got it. And he said, "You know what we do with Grammys?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "Why do you think that there's a horn on a Grammy, mate?" Because we do shots. Oh, I'll set the scene for you. The lighting was a little different. It was kind of a bit more like this. Yeah. Yeah, and there was a bit of movement. Yeah, it was more like, and a bottle of Frank Sinatra Jack Daniels doing shots out of Johnny Cash's Grammy.
Wow.
And we can go back with the lighting. Thank you very much.
That may be one of the best showbiz stories I've ever heard. Bless you for sharing that and for adding the lighting. How terrific. Thank you so much for your time, Russell. So
Cheers,
lovely,
mate.
as always, to see you. Stay safe out there. And when we come back, Charlie Puth is going to be here with a performance.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.